Hey y'all, it's your girl Maria, the spiritual homegirl, and it is Homegirl Thursday. Today is October 17th, and I'm telling y'all this for a specific reason. If you are a Tribe letter subscriber on email or a Tribe text subscriber, this means you already seen this video or it's already in your inbox. The reason why I say that is because on Thursdays, I usually do an episode of the Spiritual Homegirl podcast or I drop a YouTube video. Now, when it comes to my online content, those subscribers get it first because they fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just like a social media post for them. Like, they actually have given me the ability to contact them directly, and that's what I do. And I do share a lot of stuff that I don't share on social media, and I also give them first dibs on everything I do when it comes to online. So if you're seeing this after October 17th, that means you're not a part of the tribe, and that's okay. You can join if you want to. Just hit me up at maria@spiritualhomegirl.com. Drop me your email and your phone number if you want, and you can stay tapped in and get everything first. So let's talk about a life lesson that I learned very early in the 3rd grade. I was 9 years old, and how it's very important to keep your goddamn business to yourself, because people will use your openness and vulnerability against you. So again, I'm 3rd grade, 9 years old, you feel me? I love to read. I'm an avid reader. I'm in the bookie program. My mama taught me how to read when I was 3 years old, so literacy is very near and dear to my heart, right? So I would like to read hundreds of books. And not because I was trying to flex and be a champion, because, growing up as a kid, you compete and you lose. So it wasn't ever about winning. It was about just always loving to learn about a new story or learning about different pieces of information. So for me, like, reading kind of cut into a lot of boredom that I would have because I finished my homework early and, stuff like that. And there wasn't really like no fly program like that for kids besides Nickelodeon. It was Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. That was really it. Okay. And y'all know Nickelodeon turned to Nick at Night. I'm dating myself now, but Nickelodeon will turn to Nick at Night at a certain time. I think it was 9 or 10 or something like that. I think it was 9. And then all the I Love Lucy reruns, I Dream of Jeannie, and all the other shit would come on, and you'd be back to being bored again. Or Family Matters might have gone off, or Moesha done went off, and now you gotta do something in between 8, 9 o'clock or whatever. Or you do something in between 5 to 7 or 8, depending on what time zone you lived in. Because sometimes stuff come on like 7 and not 8. So I was reading books. And with the bookie program, it was an incentive-based program, and I think it still exists. But it's basically programs. It's a program to help children get more into being excited about literacy and being avid readers. So they would provide incentives like medals, and in my day, it was Pizza Hut coupons and stuff like that. So shit, I like pizza. So if I was gonna read for anything, I'd give me some pizza every now and then, or a little medal, or yin whatever. It was never about beating other kids, because I've never been that type. Even to this day, as an adult, I'm very glad to say that I've never looked at a person and said, oh, I gotta beat that person. That's never been my style. It was never about competing with them. If anything, I might have said, I read 80 books, I want to read 100 books. Or I read 100 books, I want to read 120 books. I've always been able to compete with myself, and that's kind of how I applied my approach to the booking program. Now, I had partners that was involved in it, but the only competition I really had was my homegirl, Mickey. Mickey and I were real tight. Never had no jealousy as far as I knew with her, like no issues and nothing like that. We was cool, we was tight. And I still have this approach to my partner to this day. If you're my partner and I really fuck with you, I want to see you win. I want to see everybody win. Keep it 1,000. So if she were to have ever beat me on anything, I would have been cool with it. Because again, that's my partner. She win, I win. I mean, it's her win, but I'm happy for her. So it's like I feel like I won because I seen my girl win. I'm not a hater like that. So the end of the year assembly is coming up, and we have to submit our books that we read to our teachers so we can get them signed and get them submitted. They can take the final tally. They can announce the winners and all this other stuff during the assembly the following week. So, we minding my business. We chill on the playground. Recess comes around. Mickey says, hey, how many books did you read for Book It? Real casual. I said, I think I read like maybe 117 at the time. I was going to probably turn it 123. I think that was the number I turned 123. And she said, okay, cool. And we just go back to talking. And mind you, I ain't asked, I ain't give a fuck. To be honest, again, that's my girl. What she reads her business. I don't really care. So the assembly comes up, and if you knew how many books you read, you pretty much knew if you placed or not. So I think the 3rd place winner had placed, I think he read 90 books or something like that. I said, okay, I know I'm going to get either 1 or 2 because I've read 123. I'm cool, right? So 2nd place winner says, 2nd place, Maria Gates with 123 books. And I'm like, okay, cool. No problem. I said, so I know somebody going to win it. That's what's up. So it says 1st place with 125 books, Mickey. And now, mind you, it's my homegirl, so I'm happy for her. I'm clapping, right? I'm like, yay, Mickey. And then I sit and I think about it. And I'm like, wait. Mickey asked how many books I read a week ago. I told her I read 100, and mind you, this is me in the moment clapping. I told her I read 117 books. I told her I was probably going to shoot for like 100 some change, maybe like 120. So she purposely read more books so that she could beat me because she knew my damn game plan. I told my homegirl the game plan. She used it against me. This motherfucker don't play me. And I'm sitting there like this clapping, right? And I'm thinking in my head, damn, maybe this is the life lesson my mama was talking about. And I didn't really understand the weight of what that meant for me. But I knew that my mama told me that certain things in life I would never forget. And I said, damn, I got a feeling that I'm never going to forget this. And the reason why I'm never going to forget is because I learned in that moment, as a 9-year-old third grader, what happens when you tell people your moves. They will use those moves against you. So, my girl played me and that was cool, right? I mean, not cool, but it was kind of like, damn, my girl played me. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, granted, it's something as little as books, but it's a life lesson that we all end up learning later on in life. And I learned a lot of bullshit about people and how they behave. I learned that real young. If you listen to my podcast, you'll know that I've learned a lot of lessons as a child in terms of how people are, as people are beautiful science. And some people don't learn those lessons until they're much older. So I will say, even though they kind of helped me, I ain't gonna say help me because they really hurt me. It threw me into a bit of a paranoia when it came to making friends. I can make friends easily, but I would always hit a wall with trust because I didn't know what you was gonna do with the shit I told you. And always the way I looked at it was, if I couldn't trust somebody outside my family to be like on some friendship shit, I just go to my mama. Me and my mama, we like this. That's my best friend. She know all my goddamn dirt. Y'all think y'all know dirt on people? You never know who they really close to. My mama got all the real tea. So that kind of put me in a position to kind of like continue to build a really solid friendship, respect, parental relationship with my mom, which is good. It worked out good. But I'm telling y'all this because I learned this lesson so damn early. I said, you know what? I gotta share this with somebody. If y'all ever feel like y'all have to share y'all moves in order for it to feel validated or to feel like you're doing something, I'm just letting you know you don't have to. I know in the social media age, we get told that if you didn't post it, if you ain't got the receipts, it didn't exist. If you're really making moves, you're not posting on social media for us to see. Because again, who the fuck are we? I mean, really, who are we? But if you're not posting it for us to see or to follow along, then you ain't really doing nothing. And I just want to let y'all know it's completely fine and you are completely well within your right to protect what's yours. Anything you're working on, anything that's intellectually coming from you that you want to change the world with that could be copied or stolen from you, you can keep that. You can keep your goddamn business to yourself. Keep your story to yourself if you want to. You can, your glow up, your progress, your weight loss journey, what you're changing about your life, you getting off drugs, whatever it is, you ending relationships. You don't have to put that out there for us. You are well within your right to keep it silent, even if you shared it previously. If you want to turn inward and be like, you know what, I'm going to protect my journey and kind of keep my moves to myself, you're well within that, because anybody that's going to ask you to break that comfort zone, knowing that that's what you're choosing to do, is violating a boundary. And it shows that they really may not care about you as it is caring about what you're going to give them regarding the tea about your life. You got to watch people like that, because they might be a person, again, and I'm not saying Mickey's a bad person. I mean, that's childhood shit, but it's a lesson. There are people that may ask questions so they could figure out how they're going to work themselves within your plan, or try to beat you to your plan, or try to take something right from under you. So it's really something that you kind of just got to keep in mind. And also, you know what I'm saying, be careful with who you share your openness and vulnerability with, because there are people that will mishandle that. And I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. You know, everybody's intentions ain't good. And just because somebody asks you a damn question don't mean you got to give them an answer. I know everybody want to be respected for being an open book and keeping it real. But as long as you keeping it real to yourself, honestly, we really don't damn matter. Because if you're keeping it real with yourself, it's going to show in how you deal with other people. So yeah, that's it. I just want to give y'all a quick lesson. Again, it's your girl Maria, the Spiritual Homegirl. If you want to sign up for Tribe Letter, definitely do so. Hit me up through the email, maria@spiritualhomegirl.com. Drop your email and your phone number so I can text you or whatever, so you can get all of this stuff first. And that's it. Don't forget to check out the Spiritual Homegirl podcast on all podcasting platforms. I'll see y'all later. Peace.